Start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the curl, 54 is Mike, Check, watch the defense. Easy. Patrick.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the...
Got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7. Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the top.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
38-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Clock now to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
7-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes. It down to the 49.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. How about your respect? Get it more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact,
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this will be caught by Mooney. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Dobbins, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, ready? I'm coming after you.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there.
Tony Pollard.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes, forced out to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Mahomes firing complete, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Lock. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Locke working out of the gun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
A final shot before half for Locke. Flush to his right. Incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st down, Broncos.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On first down, Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. Going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing his lock on third down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
41-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Block going to throw.
Broncos first down.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Brought him down.
16 yards, a first down.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run with Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Ready, go.
Now here's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the Bengals.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually do.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Complete.
From 4 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it would appear that first round bye certainly helped. They looked fresh from the start and no letdown here. as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35.
Go time, baby.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. To throw it is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The score, Bengals 44, Broncos 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense. Kick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23.
On play action, Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Mahomes, going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Josh Oliver there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lock now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
first down marker at the 31. It's third down.
I don't think you got it, son. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike 54. All day, baby. All day.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part